Hello, everybody. This is a special broadcast from the XR4REHAB Association. Today, we have a very special panel with us from people from basically all over the world, all in the digital therapeutics, and we not let's say small names, but big names. Let's say the fin fleur, the top notch of the Dutch digital therapeutics industry is here, but also the man of the hour, the founder of Deepwell Therapeutics. And you make the news big time, Ryan. So please explain to us what have you done and why is this so important?
Yeah, so we've announced in the last 48 hours that we've come up with and been cleared for a therapeutic engine that can be connected to other forms of media, and that helps accelerate or add that media to the digital therapeutic realm as a 510(k) cleared device for stress and hypertension, and that allows us access to the reimbursement channel that is here in the United States, and then we're looking to make that more broad over time. So it really is a different way of looking at media and converting it as into medicine. And we're pretty excited to start this new economy and hook it up to finally the reimbursement codes that we've all been waiting for a considerable period of time.
Would I be exaggerating if I would say that you basically broke the code for scaling up the digital therapeutics?
We definitely came up with a idea, and we've got a lot of IP behind it, which is really strong. And I think that's great. We got great support from the agency, which was amazing. And yeah, for a minute, we're going to be able to help move things along. And especially when you think of that partnership we have with the Digital Therapeutic Alliance, they got the codes. We really are helping hook people up to those codes. So it's nice to be that translational engine. It's nice to be in the middle. We're not going to make a bunch of media. We're going to help folks that make a lot of these digital therapeutics that wield media, as medicine, that understand that it's powerful therapeutic. We're going to help get it attached so they can get paid in a way that makes sense for them to make a whole lot more.
All right. Well, Stefan, you are the CEO of VRelax. You've worked very much in digital therapeutics. How do you look at this new development?
It's a very interesting development. I think all parties in this call right now are obviously always looking at the US market. Obviously a very large market, and stress is a universal problem. So if you're working on XR solutions or gamification solutions in the creative industry or in healthcare, I think there are a lot of opportunities, but this looks like the first real opening towards a US market with very positive signals. Yeah.
All right, great. Mike, how do you look at this? You've been in the game of mental health care for a long time now.
We've been indeed in it for more than 7 years now. We've also experienced firsthand how it is in America with the FDA approval. It is politely to say, it's a nightmare. And I believe that this might be one of the solutions to open up the market for better healthcare for everybody over there. So I'm looking forward to this possible collaboration.
All right. Nikki, you are an artist. You're the most creative one, I think, in this call. What is your view on digital therapeutic? Do you believe Ryan's story?
I'm very relieved to hear it. I'm not sure I'm the most creative one. I think all the ways everybody here all the ways we have tried to get around this impasse, this obstruction to get things that we truly know work to the people has made us all very creative. I feel that most of us have been in this sort of standstill position. Like, we have something, it works. Now, how do I scale? Because the doctors want it, the people say it works, but there's this whole forest of bureaucracy in between that we can't seem to get through. So that makes this story a very promising one, and quite honestly, a relief.
Okay, well, that's great to hear. Gert-Jan, you've always been in the more physical rehabilitation, digital physiotherapy and occupational therapy. What is your swing at this? Do you think it can help you as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the explanation that we just got before this little tip was being recorded by Ryan is that looking at these solutions from a more creative perspective, using components that are like building blocks that you can use in your application, if it's an existing one or you're building a new one, very powerful. And not only looking at a game mechanic, but also including connections with, for example, biofeedback systems. And it could be a motion sensor, things that we are using. We're also using heart rate sensor that is also used within stress, of course. But you can see that there's a foundation being created that can be extended over time to allow for many more different applications. So I'm very excited to be part of that and hear this story. So congratulations, Ryan.
Okay. Well, thank you. A guy who's been in his life gaming every day is Jurian. Jurian, from a gamer's perspective, it's not that a doctor should hire a game developer. Is the game developer should be in charge to push this around. So we're all looking at you. How do you think this cookie crumbles?
Yeah, I really like the solution. I always say we cracked the hospital code, but I think Ryan cracked the FDA code because it's a hurdle to prove every time a game works, and we all know that games work. So you don't have to prove it over and over again. So I'm very curious to learn also what this has an impact on the RCTs that's currently running. And I think it's amazing job that we can now with the solution where we all know works, and if we comply and use the SDK they created, we can speed up and actually scale up solutions that we all know work for patients, which is very important.
Okay, thank you. And Kevin, you're the businessman around here. You've been very quiet so far, but hearing this story about the software development kit, where you can choose whether or not to basically use the kit and do it yourself, or move along with together a site with Ryan's lawyers to get your thing approved. What do you think of this? Is this an opportunity or a threat?
Well, first of all, I've been silently enjoying this whole presentation, so thank you very much, Ryan. It was highly inspiring. And the thing is, I think the most challenging part in running a software business, especially mental health, is that making it financially available to everyone is hard. And I think especially abroad, there are many countries we're active in where people say like, yeah, there are so many solutions to choose from. How are we gonna finance this? And when you talk to other software developers in those countries, they are all fighting for their own part of land. And what I really like about the offer of Ryan is let's collaborate and make it more financial available to everyone instead of fighting for our own land and yeah, see who's going to make it or not. And I think if we want to improve mental health care and especially healthcare in general, could be a very nice way in for everyone, and especially for smaller businesses like us in the Netherlands. I think if we compare us to the other big, humongous organizations who have developed in the last couple of years in the United States, because yeah, we can all tell the Netherlands with 50 million people is not that big. I think we can learn a lot from Ryan with his knowledge, and especially the platform itself could be a nice way in. So, of course, we would love to discover the further steps.
All right. Well, Ryan, you've heard the comments, so pretty positive from from the Netherlands, I would
Thank you.
say.
Thank you guys
Uh,
very much.
if there are companies watching this video and they want to get in touch, where should they turn to?
So the best thing you can do right now is go to deepwelldtx.com, and that'll give you a sense of what Deepwell's up to. Also, go to immersivemedicine.org. That's a group where we're all coming together and talking about how to get access to these new reimbursement codes, what it means to translate media to medicine. The folks here have been doing this for a long time, but there's a lot of folks that are really good at wielding the media, but don't yet understand what it means to be a digital therapeutic and how to have all this connected. So we're trying to help people understand that. I am blown away. Thank you guys all for your time. And I mean, you created some of the stuff that we love and that we want to see become accessible. And we kind of don't have a choice, right? We're It's not getting better post-COVID here. This idea that the mental health emergency was going to settle down post-COVID is not what we're seeing at the moment, at least here in the United States. The numbers are still on the rise. We're living in an environment that is uncomfortable, and we have these ubiquitous solutions that can reach 3.5 billion of us that game, but there's 5 billion of us that have the ability to ingest immersive media. And so we got to talk about that as immersive medicine. And I agree, Kevin, we're going to collaborate. There's enough here, sadly, for everybody. It's more about accessibility to care right now.
Okay. Well, and from the XR4REHAB community, of course, we have also a close connection with Ryan. So you can also contact us, and we can help you get in touch. We will get Ryan to Europe over the coming months. So stay tuned for the exact dates and times where he will be in real life in our part of the globe. And well, thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned in our channel. Thank you.
Likewise.
All right. Thank you very much.